The Asus ZenWiFi XD6 promises to banish your Wi-Fi dead zones with powerful mesh coverage. But here's what surprised me after months of testing: some frustrating problems you won't find in the marketing. Therefore, if you're about to spend your hard-earned money, you need this honest review. For the best price, click the link in the description. Let's be clear up front. This isn't a simple "this product is trash" video. The XD6 has genuine strengths, which I'll cover, but my goal is to save you from buyer's remorse by revealing the quirks and issues I discovered. Think of me as your friendly neighborhood Wi-Fi therapist, here to work through your connectivity issues. Does this sleek white box live up to its 5400 SQ-FT promise, or will it leave you screaming at buffering icons in your own home? We're about to dive deep. First, the setup is as advertised, almost suspiciously easy. Unbox the two identical nodes, plug one into your modem, download the Asus router app and follow the prompts. Within minutes, I had a network named something cool like Dark Matter Void up and running. The app is clean and gives you a ton of control, from that lifetime trend micro-security to parental controls that can finally limit little Timmy's 3 a.m. TikTok binges. It feels premium, but, and this is a big but, this initial honeymoon phase can be misleading, because the first major problem I hit was inconsistent performance. On paper, the specs are killer. Wi-Fi 6, a total wireless speed of 5,400 Mbps. In my two-story, 2800 SQ-FT home, the main node performed well. Speed tests nearby were fantastic. However, when I connected to the satellite node in my home office, just one room and a floor away, the speeds would sometimes plummet. It wasn't a dead zone. It was a "why are you loading like it's 1995" zone. The connection was stable for web browsing, but trying to upload a large video file or hop on a video call, the latency could spike like a caffeine meter. It made me wonder if the unique antenna placement was designed for open-plan lab conditions, not for the reality of walls, pipes, and my questionable collection of metallic art. This leads to joke number one. Setting up this mesh system was so easy, I almost felt competent. Then the inconsistent speeds hit and I was back to my old friend, the turn it off and on again ritual. We have a complicated relationship. The AI mesh feature is a solid idea, letting you add compatible Asus routers to expand the system. It's like building a Wi-Fi zombie apocalypse survival team. But you shouldn't need to buy extra hardware immediately to get consistent coverage from a system marketed for up to 5400 SQ-FT. Now, let's talk about the second act twist: firmware and software quirks. The Asus app is powerful, but occasionally it feels like it's powered by a moody ghost. I'd go in to adjust a setting, like the guest network schedule, and the app would just think about it. A spinning circle of doom for 20 seconds before applying the change. Furthermore, some users online, and I experienced this once, report the nodes just deciding to stop talking to each other, requiring a full reboot. It's not constant, but when you buy a set-it-and-forget-it system, you really want to forget it. You don't want to be its tech support. And here's a curveball about those top-tier features. The parental controls and URL filtering are great in theory. You can pause the internet for specific devices, a parent's dream. But the interface for setting complex schedules isn't the most intuitive. It took me longer to block social media after 10 p.m. than it did to set up the entire network. It's like they gave you a race car, but the dashboard is in a cryptic alien language. The lifetime trend micro protection is a fantastic value add, giving you peace of mind. But does that matter if the core connectivity feels shaky sometimes? Joke number two. The XD6's security is so good, it occasionally seems to protect me from my own internet. Thanks, I guess. Let's pivot to design. The units are elegant, minimalist white towers. They look good. But they are also large and have only one Ethernet port on the satellite node. For a premium mesh system in 2023-2024, having just one extra port feels stingy. If you want to wire a game console or smart TV to the satellite for a rock-solid connection, you immediately need a network switch. That's an extra purchase and cable clutter. It's a cost-saving move that passes the inconvenience onto you. So after all these problems, is the Asus ZenWiFi XD6 a total bust? This is where we get to the resolution. Therefore, listen closely, because this is crucial. For the right person, this system is still a very good purchase. If your home layout is relatively open, if you don't have super dense walls, and if your primary need is reliable whole home coverage for streaming and browsing, not necessarily ultra-low latency competitive gaming from the farthest node, the XD6 often works very well. When it works, it's seamless. The Wi-Fi 6 handling of multiple devices is noticeable compared to older systems. My smart home devices stayed connected more reliably. Joke 3. My smart fridge has never been happier with its connection. It just sent me a meme about leftover pizza. The 4.1-star Amazon rating exists for a reason. Many users have flawless experiences. The problems I face seem to be environmental and intermittent. The key is managing expectations. Don't buy it expecting a magical force field of perfect gigabit speed in every square inch of your quoted coverage area. Think of it as a powerful upgrade that will likely solve most, but maybe not all, of your dead zones, with a superb feature set in the app. Therefore, here is my final verdict with a positive note for potential buyers. If you are coming from an old, single router or a budget mesh system, the Asus ZenWiFi XD6 will likely feel like a revolutionary improvement. The setup is trivial, the security is top-notch, and the coverage is vastly better than what you probably have. The problems I highlighted are real, but for many, they will be minor quirks, not deal-breakers. It's like buying a luxury car that has an amazing sound system and safety features, but requires premium fuel and has a slightly stiffer ride than you expected. You're still getting a great car. Joke 4. Choosing a mesh system is like dating. You're looking for strong coverage, good connection, and no unexpected drop-offs. The XD6 is a solid partner, just maybe not the soulmate the marketing promised. So who should buy it? Buy it if your home is under 4,000 SQ/FT with average building materials. Buy it for the excellent parental controls and lifetime security. Buy it if you love the Asus ecosystem and might expand with AI mesh later. But maybe look elsewhere if you have a very large, multi-level home with thick walls, or if you demand the absolute most stable, low-latency connection for gaming 4K streaming in every single room. Ultimately, the Asus ZenWiFi XD6 is a capable, feature-rich Wi-Fi 6 mesh system with some performance inconsistencies depending on your environment. Its pros are significant: easy setup, powerful app, great security. Its cons are worth considering: potential speed drops at range, occasional software hiccups, limited Ethernet ports. For the price, especially on sale, it represents good value for the right user. If my review helped you weigh those pros and cons, and you've decided this is the system for your needs, you can get the best current price by clicking the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.